All right, this is evidence that I was making a movie and that the movie that I was making, all right, that's my film producer, that's my director. The state of Maryland and the state of Illinois knowingly took my intellectual property. They took parts of my movie because it was exposing the corruption. That's my house. That's where they raided my house and took my property out my house. I spent 163 days in prison for a crime I didn't commit. I had artifacts, I had artwork, I had African artwork, I had thousands of dollars worth of material in my house that they took.
Jail from December the 24th until June 2nd. 163 days, I do believe. Well past the allotted 120 days that I was supposed to. Got out of jail, talked about my son.
This is a 5-minute clip.
I'm unemployed, I have no business now.
I'm bootlegging my own shit off my own movie.
And my lawyer wouldn't defend me. My judge wouldn't listen to nothing I had to say. I went straight from the road to church to jail. I didn't think I was going to get arrested. For what? Videotaping? And me and you videotaped last year? And I videotaped in June? I videotaped in September? I come home on the 13th, and I see my sons. I come back to my store. I look at my store. All my shit is gone. I don't have my kites up. The lights is missing. The deer head is missing. Jake got his name on the store. So I'm like, what the fuck going on? And he's like, well, the store mine now. Wooty woot this, wooty woot that. I was like, how the store yours? It was my store. You know what I'm saying? You just took over. Well, you had bills and this, and this. I had money in the bank. I had this, and this. So the store should have basically been mine.
Now, they couldn't open the store. They couldn't sell the store. They couldn't do nothing. I was locked up in another state. That's a vulnerable individual law. And while I was locked up in another state, the store should have been closed. He had no license, no permits. Insurance Incorporated, Bank of America participated in the fraud. The state of Maryland participated in the fraud by writing him a lease and writing him a business license while I was locked up. The checks that were written had my signature on it, but that was not my signature. It was forged signatures. And they got to pay for this. $2.6 million I'm out of, and no, I'm not going to walk away from it. The movie's worth $54 million. No, I'm not going to walk away from that. A $2.5 billion class action lawsuit. No, I'm not going to walk away from that.
My landlord sold my lease to my son without evicting me or terminating my lease. Jim, he didn't terminate my lease. They've been paying their lease off my bank account. Somebody been signing checks. I've been in jail. Ain't nobody saying I've been in jail. I can't sign checks from jail. I got checks signed, bills paid in my name.
The store could have survived without you gone.
Yeah. If you would have shut the store down and it never opened again, that's my choice. That's my decision. It's my business. Correct? What's the name of the store?
Shorty's.
What's the name of the business?
Shorty's country.
I'm just saying, who's Shorty? I got sole proprietorship. It's not a family business. My accountant is Paul Weinblatt. He'll tell you, can't nobody sign checks but me. Paul can't even sign checks.
Paul Weinblatt participated in the fraud. So I asked the state of Maryland to have a federal audit. I want a federal audit of Paul Weinblatt of Weinblatt and Associates. I want a federal audit of Jake's Grill and Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. I want an audit and put all of it on the table, and then we're going to settle all this. If I can go to jail, they can go to jail too. I want Paul Weinblatt's job. I want Jake's job. I want you to put them through the same judicial process that you put me through. And Schellenberger need to go to jail.
He can't. If you check my bank account, I got check fraud protection. That means I'm the only one that can sign my fucking check. If I want to be a dick, an asshole, and a motherfucker, I can send my son to jail. But
I'm going to send my son to jail because he sent me to jail. Fair exchange. Ain't no stick up without a gun. Jake Davis, pay attention to this. You signed the movie releases. Those forged checks are not my signature. The state of Maryland accepts forged checks. The state of Maryland has to compensate me for my losses.
doing nothing either. Now, one of my other kids want me to send him to jail. But, like I said, I'm the head of my family. I'm going to deal with that situation in another way. It depends on how I want to deal with it. I'm 50 years old. I'm not going to fight you. I ain't going to shoot you. I ain't going to stab you. None of that dumb ass shit. I'm going to teach you a lesson.
And the lesson I'm going to teach you is, if you break the law, you go to jail. If you steal, you go to jail. They can't produce no paperwork where I sign that business over to them. They can't produce no paperwork that I broke the lease. They illegally incarcerated me to cover up the crime. That store was paying for my film and my movie. That was my funding for my film and my movie. So the government took it, and they permitted Jake to do what he did. So like I said, everything gonna come out in the wash.
If you didn't want to get involved in my business with the Shorty thing in Illinois, then you shouldn't have took over my business in Baltimore. You should have left it alone. When I left here in January, I was the only one at that store. Nobody else was in the store. Jim can't evict me when I'm in jail. If he did, then Jake could have took over the store. Then they could have did it legally. But they did it at my expense. And somebody going to have to pay me. I'm broke now. I ain't going to be broke long.
You were writing letters out of the jail. Did you write letters to Jake?
Jake got letters. I even got some of the letters I wrote Jake. I told Jake to take the letters that I got from Senator Barack Obama, blow it up to a poster size, and tell the customers I was in jail and I needed bail money. All right? These is my customers.
Is it the letters?
No. This right here, because I'm sending these out too. This right here is my customers. See that?
When you were gone?
Yeah.
They wrote that when you were
No, they wrote this before I left. These are all my customers, all right? You gonna tell me that if I wrote these people that they wouldn't have did something for me? If they wouldn't have known that I was in jail? When I lost my store at Windy Valley, they stopped going to the store because I lost the store. You understand? And when my son was murdered, they did this for me. All right? I didn't ask them to do it. They did it. So they...
White people stood up for a black man and y'all couldn't understand it. I was the only black man with a business up in Cockeysville. And white people stood up for me. They boycotted Poulet. You know what I'm saying? They supported me and followed me wherever I go.
would have did something for the situation I was in.
So,
They didn't want to get involved in my situation in Illinois or this so-called crazy activity I was in. I was making videos for a whole year. Everybody seen me making videos at the store, talking about the blue light special. I had white people, black people, Spanish people, rich people, poor people. People, we was having a ball. I was doing it all the time. He on the videos. He seen what I was doing. Everything. So to say that you want to be involved in it, but you want to take my money and make your business a business and leave me out in the cold, ain't right. You know?
so wait, you're not associated with that store anymore?
No, son.
All right, that's a sneak preview. Now, this is from 2008 when Jake was running the store illegally. All right? He was running the store illegally. I don't know how to get this thing right. Alright, here we go. This is from Alright, I was locked up. Alright, that's from 117. That's the store on Falls Road. I was locked up in the state of Illinois. That's my store, see it? Shorty's Country Ridge store. That's me. That's my store. He can't run that store while I'm locked up. It should have been closed.
Yeah, I think we just argue like this.
That's my grill.
As long as it's not like a dramatic change. And it's like rooms.
And you see that for sale sign? The store was for sale. The store was for sale for $150,000. It was for sale. I didn't give my son that store. Like I said, the movie, you can't stop the movie. The movie don't lie. People do. And that's him working in the store, collecting my money illegally, my licenses, my permits, my business. This only 3 minutes long. Well, that's my truck that the state took. The state of Maryland took that truck and the contents of that truck. See him?
I guess everything's on the downline, right? What? With Shorty and stuff?
He signed the movie release. He in the movie. That's hard to explain how he was running the store. It shows you he was running the store. He was turned in. No money was turned in. And the state got this. The media got this. You running the store in January, February. You took over the store with a new lease in February. And no taxes was paid on this property. Yeah, we wasn't making enough money. That's why I fired you.
That's what Shorty was doing anyway.
Yeah, that's what Shorty was doing.
We dealt with a couple women. Like it ain't enough money for me and him both to work here in the wintertime anyway.
Yeah.
He was fired in November of 2007 for stealing. I had nothing to do with him.
What, for the get out?
No, he says, I don't know if it's every year, but I think it's a loan.
Senator Kelly.
Senator Kelly.
Senator Kelly loans me money.
He's got senators helping him, but over there in Illinois, he's getting jailed.
He left me in jail so he can get rich. You see how he's smiling?
What do you think he's thinking?
I hate to tell you, but I think he planned all this shit.
I did plan all of this.
Well, I do too. He warned me.
Yeah, but he didn't warn me.
I did warn you.
Say anything to you? Do you think he assumed that you would know?
I guess, or just didn't want to tell me, like, he didn't know how to break it to me.
I told him. You see his face? I told him.
The tone of his
So this is for everybody that's out there. This is my store. That's my son. That's the thief.
Yeah. But then he called me because he was hanging out with that guy that makes the DVDs for him. That was a little while after, and then I didn't think too much of it. And then Gerald called Glenn.
Yeah, he never spoke to me ever since he's been in there. Never.
I never spoke to you because you stole the business. I stopped speaking to you when I found out that you stole from me. I cut you off.
I don't know how good of an idea that was, but
No, well, it's better than not being
better
over.
than let all his bills pile up and lose all his stuff.
Yeah. I was kind of concerned about that too. They don't see him for a while. But he wasn't going to open until about January 7th.
I wasn't going to open up till March. I closed the store from December to February every year. The store should have been closed. He didn't have a job. He was unemployed. And he owed the IRS. Shorty's was for sale for $150,000. He didn't pay that $150,000. He's standing right by the sign. Like I said, movie. It's the truth. You can't hide from it. From 2006 to 2017. 11 years of my life on film.